Okay, let's just cut right to it. Are you one of the tens of millions of people taking a statin every single day? Well, what if I told you the entire multi-billion-dollar industry built to lower your cholesterol is, for many, one of the biggest deceptions in modern medicine? Yeah, they call it the gold standard for heart health. But the real question, is it actually harming you? It's time to expose the truth. And this quote right here, this is the entire problem. The whole conventional approach to heart disease is just lazy. Your numbers are a little high? Here's a pill. Blood pressure's up? Pill. Cholesterol looks bad? Here's another pill. We have been brainwashed into thinking there's a pharmaceutical fix for absolutely everything. And you know what? It's a dangerous, reckless oversimplification that is putting millions of lives at risk. So you walk out of the doctor's office with this handful of pills, and you're told this is the only way. But are we really truly fixing the problem? Or are we just papering over the cracks with drugs that have their own devastating list of side effects? It's a critical question. All right, so let's rip the curtain back on this pill for every ill nightmare. We're about to expose the ugly, dark side of two of the most common heart medications on the entire planet. Buckle up. First up, beta blockers. For a quarter of a century, this has been the go-to drug for high blood pressure. But just look at the trade-off. They give you a pill for your blood pressure, and in exchange, you get a much higher risk of depression, crushing fatigue, erectile dysfunction, and they're even messing with your brain, causing cognitive decline. So let me ask you, is that a fair trade? Is that really health? And now for the main event, statins. Oh, the story they sell you is that they're a miracle drug, right? A lifesaver. But the story they don't tell you? It's right here. A huge increase in your risk of getting type 2 diabetes. Neuropathy, you know what that is? Nerve damage. Mild cognitive impairment. And for guys, low testosterone. This isn't a miracle. For way too many people, this is a living nightmare. But the big one, the one that gets brushed under the rug constantly, is myopathy. It's a fancy word for muscle pain, weakness, and outright damage. And you want to know who sees this first? It's not the cardiologist who prescribed the pill. Nope, it's the orthopedic surgeon. Why? Because patients limp into their office complaining about terrible joint and muscle pain, and they have no clue it's a side effect of their cholesterol medication. And don't you dare let them tell you it's rare. The original drug trials, the ones they used to get these things approved, said the risk was, 1 to 5%? But in the real world, it's a staggering 9 to 20%. That's potentially 1 in every 5 people on the drug. So why the massive difference? It makes you question every single piece of data they sold us on. So if these pills are causing all these problems, what are we missing? What's going on? It's simple. The entire focus on cholesterol has been a massive, incredibly profitable distraction. The real culprit behind heart disease, it's not what you've been told. You know, I love this story. An ER doc once said his unit would get slammed with congestive heart failure cases specifically during Monday Night Football. Now think about that. It's not the hot dogs, it's not the nachos, it's the raw, unfiltered stress of watching your team blow a lead. That stress response is flooding your body with hormones that are literally toxic to your heart. And that brings us to maybe the most important blood test your doctor is probably not even checking: high-sensitivity C-reactive protein, or HSCRP. This doesn't measure cholesterol. It measures inflammation, the actual fire raging inside your blood vessels. I once actually heard a cardiologist say, "Why would we even check that? We just put people on statins anyway." That attitude, that is the definition of medical insanity. And that's the core of this whole deception. Cholesterol is just the smoke. It's a symptom of a much deeper problem. But inflammation? Inflammation is the fire. And conventional medicine is obsessed with waving its hands and fanning away the smoke while the entire building is burning to the ground. You have to put out the fire. Okay, so this brings us to the biggest, most pervasive myth in all of heart health. The idea that your LDL cholesterol number, that one single number on your lab report, is the only thing that matters. So let me just ask a simple question. Are all cholesterol particles created equal? Is it all just one big, bad, evil thing? The answer is a hard no. And if you can understand this one difference, you can finally understand your true risk. So check this out. Picture two people. They both walk out of the lab, they look at their report, and they have the exact same LDL number. Let's say it's 100. But their risk for a heart attack could be on completely different planets. Why? Because it's not about the total amount, it's about the type of particle. On the left, you see those big, fluffy, buoyant particles. Think of them like beach balls. They just bounce harmlessly off your artery walls. But on the right, those are the small, dense, nasty little guys. They're like BBs that get stuck. They oxidize and they cause plaque. And here is the money shot.
Those small, dense particles are 1.7 times more atherogenic. That means they are almost twice as likely to create the dangerous plaque that leads to heart attacks and strokes. And your standard run-of-the-mill cholesterol test? It tells you absolutely nothing about this. It's practically useless for determining your real risk.
And now for the most shocking truth they will never tell you. Your brain needs cholesterol. It is essential for how your brain works. So when you use these powerful statin drugs to artificially smash your LDL levels down to nothing, you are starving your brain of a critical nutrient. This can screw up your decision-making, and get this, it's even been linked to an increased risk for suicide. Let that sink in for a minute. Okay, so we've spent this whole time tearing down the old, broken model. Now, let's build the new one. The functional medicine fix isn't about finding a better pill. It's about a smarter, personalized approach that puts your lifestyle first. And this right here, this is the choice. On the left, you've got the conventional path, a lifetime chain to prescription pads and their endless side effects. And on the right, that's the functional path, using powerful, natural, evidence-based tools to get the job done, but without all the collateral damage. So let's talk about the ultimate biological hack. Red yeast rice. It's made by fermenting rice with a specific type of fungus, and this process creates a compound called monocolin K. Now here's the kicker. Monocolin K is chemically identical to the active ingredient in a statin drug. It works the exact same way to lower LDL, but the research shows it comes with a significantly lower chance of causing that muscle damage we talked about. It's basically nature's statin. And look, it's not just about taking a different kind of pill or supplement. We have to fix the food. You've probably heard of the DASH diet, right? And it's fine, it's good, it focuses on cutting back on sodium. But the cardiometabolic food plan, it's way better. It's a therapeutic plan designed to do one thing: fight the fire of inflammation. It focuses on nutrient density to attack the real root cause of the entire problem. So, what does this all mean for you? How do you put this together? Well, true health is never about following some generic one-size-fits-all guideline. It's about building a plan that is designed specifically for your unique body. See, this is what a real prescription for health looks like. It's not just some scribble on a pad for a pill. It's a detailed, personalized plan for your life. It looks at your specific nutritional needs, your sleep, how you're managing stress, and then it uses targeted intelligent supplementation. It's a blueprint for your body, not just a Band-Aid for your symptoms. So if you take one thing away from all of this, let it be this. Stop obsessing over the numbers on a lab report. Your LDL number is a tiny clue. It is not a verdict. Stop chasing the numbers and start fixing the real cause: the inflammation, the stress, the diet, and guess what? The numbers will take care of themselves. So I want you to ask yourself a hard question. Are you just treating the symptom? If you're finally ready to put out the fire for good, then you absolutely cannot miss our next explainer. We are going to give you the exact blueprint to fight inflammation. It's called the Core Food Plan. So make sure you subscribe right now. You are not going to want to miss it.